Hello everyone, this is Agent Matt and welcome to the agency's YouTube series. Today we will be discussing our new signal software that we have developed in cooperation with the Binary Signals Cafe. Now if you have not visited the Binary Signals Cafe, I highly recommend it. Click that image over there and it'll take you to their channel. They have some of the best reviews in the industry and we find them to be the most honest reviews in the entire industry. So make sure to check them out. Now obviously if you visit our website, the software is not available yet, and it will become available at 14 GMT. It is 3 right now on Friday, July 8th. The first 50 people will get this software absolutely free, so it is vital if you want the software free that you visit our site at 14 GMT. The link is in the description below. Now the Agent Matt code that you use for the 60-second software will also be available, and that'll give you 50% off if you don't get one of those first 50 free spots. So our new software has some of the good things that the 60-second software had. It has the candle close timer, it has the push notifications, and we are working on the possible alerts so that way you can become prepared for a possible signal. So now we will be referring to the software as the quadruple threat, and you will understand that once we look at this chart. So as you can see, it's very busy and there is a lot going on. Now we're going to go through these steps at a time. So first you need a 5-minute time frame for this strategy. So 5 minutes. Now next I recommend you add the Bollinger Bands. So we formatted the Bollinger Bands to a period of 25 and a standard deviation of 2 just because we felt like it was more reliable than the standard settings. So now next we have the commodity channel index with a period of 6. And the lines we're looking for here, TradingView does it very well for us. 100 and negative 100. Above 100 means it is overbought, which means it's likely to go down, and then below negative 100 means it's oversold and it's likely to come back up. Now here you can see that once this peaks down here oversold, it does rise back up, so it's a great indicator. Next indicator is the relative strength index, and we use that period of 14 for that one. And that just means the strength of the overall trend, but the general thing is the over 70 is another overbought, and an under 30, sorry, my bad, is another oversold. And last but not least, we have the stochastics, which is one of our favorite indicators. And it's the same general concept. Above 80, it's overbought, and below 20, it's oversold. So now those numbers vary, and it can be kind of confusing. So if you need to write down those numbers and rewatch that last 30 seconds or so, I just discussed them. So that way you can get the hang of the strategy and some of the fundamentals we need to use the strategy. So now what we're looking for this is reversals in trends, and that can be kind of hard to find, but the quadruple threat uses the 4 indicators to get an overall very good signal, because that first goes through the Bollinger Bands, then the commodity channel, then the RSI and the stochastics, and then if all checks out, it's very likely that that trade will happen. Now obviously it has a lot of checkpoints, so there's not too many signals given out in any given trading day. However, the signals are high quality, and that's what we're looking for here. So the way it works is, for example here, the first thing, it needs to puncture the band. So it punctures the band here, and then it checks the commodity index, and this is above 100. Now the RSI is not above its 70 range, which is a little bit of a problem, but the way we program this software is if there's at least 3 of the 4 criteria, the signal will go through, and that's what we want. So now the 4 signals are obviously the best, but we just need 3 of the 4 to make this strategy work. So, and then the stochastics here, you can't see because of that, but it is above the 80, so we would have taken a 15-minute put trade because we were going on reversals here. In 15 minutes, 3 red candles, perfect in the money trade. So now let's try to find some more examples here. Euro USD, I believe there was one earlier somewhere around here. Yep. So as you can see, this one I think had all 4, and it did, so that's a very good signal. It punctured the band. The CCI was above its 100 border. This was above the 70 just barely, and this was above its 80, so it was all overbought. So as you can see here, we would have taken another 15-minute put trade and 3 red candles. That would have been 2 solid winning trades here. So now let's look for a call trade. So we just zoomed out a bit and we found one here. This was a very steep decline, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that in this strategy. But as you can see, all of it met. It punctured that band. the CCI was well below its 100, this was well below its 30, and this was below its 20. So we would have taken a 15-minute call trade here because we're betting on the reversal. And as you can see, the first candle was down, but then the next two were up. So another winning trade. Now, this software works very well because it double checks all these indicators to make sure it actually is a reversal. And if 3 of the 4 indicators are positive for that reversal, it's very likely that it will be a reversal. So I know that can be kind of confusing. I just threw a lot of information at you guys. So if you need to rewatch this video, there's a lot of numbers being thrown around in this strategy. It's a lot of mathematical processes, but that is why our software makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about any of this. You can literally sit there, hang out with your family, and get that notification on your phone. Just pop it in, 15-minute trade, perfect. There you go, no problem at all. So it makes it very easy, and that's why we tested the push notifications to the mobile devices with the 60-second software, so it can work a lot better on longer time frames. So that way you can walk away from your computer, and it makes it very easy. Now, I have a live trading session coming up next week, so if you have not done so already, hit the subscribe button and you will see it. The software is working very well. It's version 1, and if you buy this version, you'll get all the later versions, so do not worry about it. We will work on this strategy just like the 60-second strategy until it becomes profitable for everyone, so do not worry. We got your back. So now before we go, I'd just like to remind you of a couple of things. At 14 GMT, head over to that website and you can get one of those 50 spots. It's very important that you get one of those 50 if you want it for free, because then you cannot get it for free. We will have a sale price, but it will still cost you money. And we would like to have one last shout out to the Binary Signals Cafe. Highly recommend you check them out. This strategy came straight from one of their analysts. That concludes this video for today, though. Thank you for watching. Agent Matt is signing off.